Hello. I thank everybody that's still following the series here. We're on video number 4 for one of my favorites. Today I'm discussing one of my favorite TV shows. And of course, in the previous video, I discussed Big KRIT, so that's what I'll be drawing. Now, Avatar, the cool thing about it is you got this whole hero field, you got these young teenagers and everything. And they never really are just straight masters. Aang, the main guy, he comes to know his powers, but it's not like that quick thing where it's like, oh well, I'm superhero or I had this special ability, and then you just get the hang of it in 2 seconds. The group that formed over time, all of them pretty much were losers. They lost a lot of fights versus how many they won, and I like that progression because you see that with capability, with competence and skill. They really had a hard time dealing with enemies, and they had, I think, a realistic balance of, oh, I took that loss or I got that win, and over time they got really talented. What else would I say about it? I like the comedy. I'm not gonna touch on that too much, but I would say for sure it's funny. I would also say, let's see, favorite episodes, I'll say with Boss Say, when they had to get the prime minister or the king, I can't remember, I think it was the prince, and he wouldn't comply with coming with them, but they had to steal him like really fast because there was a coup going on and his general was gonna take him out. They kidnapped him anyway to keep him safe, I believe. I haven't watched it in a while. Another favorite episode I'd have. Oh! Anybody remember the swamp fight? It was like this tall, overbearing guy, and then it's like this little mask. The opponent they had looked really cool, and then you're so used to the conventional. Oh, it's air, water, fire, and it's cool to see that they don't shy away from the application of like those elements within other things, because the guy is like a vine bender, and you're thinking, oh, whoa, vine bending, and he's using the water within the vines to move it around. Now, some of my favorite characters would have to be Iroh. I think the voice actor died. I liked his voice. His character was like well balanced. He had appreciation for culture and everything. Knew that there was the different nations. He knew there are differences they had, but he wasn't biased of studying them and understanding where they came from. And he was kind of a neutral guy, and he wasn't just like a arrogant dude. And it was hilarious, I also liked Suki, Sokka's second love interest or third. He's kind of like Jesse from Breaking Bad. Bad things just happen to girls he happened to come into contact with, but I'm assuming Suki is the second girl he meets, and she's like a Kyoshi warrior, and they got like the cool traditional paint and the she had her shine at that prison break scene, and she just starts going ham on people, and that's the point. Like, definitely when I started to like her more. Aang's old friend Boomy is pretty cool too. You get pulled back to the reality that Aang's a really, really old person, and it's crazy because like he's a really old guy that looks young, and then Boomy's like a really old guy that acts young. And there's other just honorable mentions, like the assassin that made combustion from that tattoo on his forehead. The instructor that taught Aang about fire. Appa's cool too. I like the flying bison. Oh, and the guru taught Aang how to unlock his chakras so that he can more efficiently go into the avatar state whenever he needed to. Now I would say one other thing about Avatar: The Last Airbender is, in my opinion, there's nobody really annoying in the main group there. I enjoyed all the dynamic personalities. You got Toph, who's like tough love kind of person, and then Sokka's just jokes all the time, and then he's got the leader vibe and knows the map, makes the plan. Aang is just passive kind of soul, fun-loving, childish, and then Katara's like mature and everything, but she just like, hey, the voice of reason. And Zuko's just matter of fact, kind of serious. that really works for me. So that's where I'm gonna wrap it up. This has been OMF. Thank you for checking in. Oh, and I almost forgot. What would you say is something you're currently listening to? Any all-time favorite shows? Anything that you would recommend? And what is a show that's just terrible?